born under butane and water, under the snapping fire of ice and razors, like a compass pointed at the fact of combustible granite, pointing far beyond the panorama of glaciers and icy landlocked schooners, to Antarctic laboring blisters, to special atmospheric codes where ice sends up a smoke like an exploded measuring jar or expanded zodiacs of lightning. His tongue, crystal and fog and fire, his power like a galaxy of anteaters' rabies, a noxious weather vane of ions pointing Zambian kangaroo, the Isle of Wight, the beautiful moraines of Bermuda, pointing to the arcane solstice mountains, seeing like a cenobite into the glassy fires of the Caspian Sea, into the blackened imaginary grottos of the Sahara, a tense perilous compacting of weathers in a unit of diamonds cracked on sandy Egyptian mountain ranges, filing his neurological hearing so that the poles of Venus connect with the Gulf of Castellamare, with the curving throat of Sicily like a ruthless intentional steam. Marking in the Mongolian steppes with his hieroglyphical pause of intuitive malachite and sunstroke, an ibis in Genoa, a linseed spiral, part Damascus, part of the Swiss Sea and Paris. The grown dog amounts the magical snout of alignments, gazing at threads of Amazonian lice, at its headwaters rotting, pointing cabalistically to its bottoms with its breath, pointing to the asteroidal fields of Ceres. The darkened pre-globular entropies mesmerized with howling and starlight, with magic geometries of panic, a diviner analogous with landscapes of darkness, briefly dazzled by twilight and pumice, who seizes every particle of ground. His breath pointing to butchery shelters and loneliness like a telepathic pine juice seeding microbiology in vineyards, howling at those sacred iguanodons, looking for the magical cracks in the skin of space, sucking in eclipse of lightness. The principal force of ice balloons, a wave of lotus junctures, all the sundown bluing, all the nucleic boreum breathing across the asteroidal aisles, across the proton-neutron of this light, at this present profusion, the force of bays and winds and stars, the deep Mercator blankness, the mutant compass slavings, the anti-osmium susurrations issuing from his electrical skull, and the musical stride of his forceps blackness. Because of his fierce navigator's bondage, Asiatic, etheric, his wayward nitrogen calendar, his stupendous rose war ignitions, because he is the water dog, the dog between non-being, being, and being, able to distinguish the flux between Graham Bell Island and the Bay of Biscay, between Revilla Gigedo in the Mexican Pacific and the inland flames of Ulaanbaatar, the dog angel at the origin of hydrography and fire, at the genesis of arclight and magnesium. The dog angel, the water dog on fire, the synonymous Arctic star, the occult aluminal wire, smelling the blood, the spaces, the cunning ammonia of cyclic ambrosial dimensions.